layer settles in my seat. The joints are frozen and the gears are slow. There's nowhere left for all this heat to go. I'm building monuments of ancient dust in the middle of the architecture rust. This architecture of the rust is all I own. A silent kingdom on a cracking throne. This quiet corrosion has a weary grace, leaving shadows on a stone-cold face. I'm standing still while the edges start to fray, watching all the iron turn to gray, flaking away piece by piece, waiting for the cold release. This architecture of the rust is all I own. This architecture of the rust is all I own. Architecture of the rust is all I own. Architecture of the rust is all I own. Corroded. You're a bloom. The air is holding on to every word that was spoken once and never heard. It's thick and heavy like a winter coat, tying silver ribbons around the throat. I'm breathing in the shadows of the past, wondering how long the breath will last. In the iron lung of silence, I am still burying the hunger and the will, stagnant pressure on the weary chest, in a world that never found its rest. Just the humming, just the hollow ring of a bird that forgot how to sing. Inhale the gray, exhale the blue. The silence is becoming you. In the iron lung of silence, I'm used to be a sharp and sudden sting, but now it's just a dull and heavy thing. A layer of the green upon the gold, a story that is growing very old. It doesn't hurt the way it did before. It's just a shadow leaning on the door. It's the patina of grief upon the soul, trying to make a broken spirit whole. A stagnant beauty in a slow decay, watching all the luster fade away. I'm turning into something hard and cold in a landscape that is centuries old. Hardened, still, the frost, the chill. It's the patina of grief upon the soul. It's a patina of grief upon the soul. Used a patina of grief upon the soul. Oxidized, Nyara bloom. I dug into the garden of the mind to see what kind of treasure I could find. I found a wish I made when I was small, but it didn't have a beating heart at all. Just a piece of stone within the clay, something that the light had tucked away. It's a fossilized dream within my hand, buried in the heavy, stagnant sand. Beautiful and cold and very dead, like every single word I ever said. I'm holding on to what I used to crave in the quiet of a shallow mental grave. Stone cold, petrified, the part of me that never cried. It's a fossilized dream within my static Nyara blue. dug into the garden of the mind. I used to feel the rhythm in the chest, but now it's just a mountain at its rest. A layer of the white, a layer of the cold, a story that has finally been told. I'm turning into marble, thick and deep, while all the secrets of the garden sleep. It's the calcified heart, standing so still, breaking down the hunger and the will. Harder than the diamond, colder than the clay, watching all the pulses wash away. I'm a monument to bone and heavy stone, standing in the center. The heat is the calcified heart, standing so It's the calcified heart, standing so still. Petrified, you're blue. The mold is growing soft upon the wall. I'm waiting for the shadows just to crawl. It's easy when you don't have to move, just sliding down the center of the groove. The dust is like a velvet on the skin, letting all the quietness begin. This is the velvet decay, soft and deep, lulling all the promises to sleep. A stagnant kind of mercy in the dark, without a single fire, without a spark. I'm sinking in the cushions of the grave, letting all the maybes drift away. Wrapped up in the dust, learning how to trust the rust. This is the velvet decay. Put my hand upon the silver latch, but the metal and the wood will never match. The rust has eaten through the iron core. I'm standing on the wrong side of the door. The hallway is a tunnel of the mist, full of all the people I have kissed. It's the hinge of never frozen in the cold, a heavy, weary story I've told. The exit is a memory in the mind, the kind of thing you never really find. I'm anchored to the floor and to the wall, waiting for the ceiling just to fall. Locked in, turned away, nothing left to say. Today, it's the hinge of never, frozen in the permanent, now we bloom. I built a house out of the things they said, a roof of silver and a floor of lead. The walls are made of voices I still hear, echoing the shadows and the fear. But the beams are bending underneath the weight of everything I realized too late. It's the scaffolding of ghosts, high and thin, holding all the emptiness within, a stagnant architecture of the soul, trying to make the broken pieces whole. I'm climbing up the ladder to the grave, watching all the daylight slip away. Mm. 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 There's a lake inside me, dark and very still, past the limits of the power and the will. It isn't water and it isn't rain, it's just the concentrated weight of pain. Every drop is heavy, every drop is cold, a liquid silver story, never told. In the reservoir of lead I am deep, holding back the secrets that I keep. A stagnant ocean in a hollow space, reflecting back a weary, stone cold face. I'm sinking in the pressure and the gloom, in the liquid silence of a room. Submerged, drowning, the weight, the crown in the reservoir of lead. I am deep, in the reservoir of There's a lake inside me. There's a lake inside me. There's a lake inside. There's a lake inside me. Track Nixon. The cracks have reached the bottom of the floor. I can't pretend to stand here anymore. The iron's gone, the stone is turning soft. I'm letting go of everything aloft. The ground is calling for its heavy price, with the dust of centuries in my eyes. It's the foundations, the last breath, low and deep, falling into an everlasting sleep. The architecture finally gives in to the shadow work beneath the skin. I'm returning to the silence and the play as the rust consumes the light of day. Let it fall, let it break everything I couldn't take. It's the foundations, the last breath, low and deep. It's the foundation's last breath for when deep